According to ChatGPT, if you do not look at the hoop while shooting, you are more likely to make the shot. Obviously that's fake. That is just one of 20 crazy ChatGPT basketball life hacks we're gonna be testing in today's video. Apparently ChatGPT says it is easier to shoot a hot ball than it is a cold ball. This ball has been left outside all day and this one has been inside all day. So we're gonna test that theory out. Now we're gonna be shooting 3 shots with each ball and seeing which one goes in more. Starting with the cold ball. Okay, oh, that's not good. Okay, 1. We made 1 with the cold ball. Moving on to the hot ball. That really hurt. Okay, we've already tied the cold ball. Oh, okay, well, we're 2 for 2. Oh, I don't know, that one felt fine to shoot. The cold ball did hurt to shoot, which is a little concerning. So I would say that one is true. A warm ball is easier to shoot than a cold ball. According to ChatGPT, if you put a lot of backspin on a half-court shot, it is more likely to go in than if you just threw the ball. So let's go test that. Okay, obviously I don't have half court, but this is pretty far away. So I'm just gonna start off with a normal shot, and then we're gonna go into the backspin. Starting off with no backspin. Okay, pretty bad, just like I thought. All right, now let's put a ton of backspin on this ball. I feel like there was no backspin on that. Maybe I don't know how to shoot backspin. That's a theory. I'm gonna have to inquire about it. All right, let me try that one again. I feel like I just don't know how to shoot backspin. Maybe if I do a granny shot. Okay. Maybe I just don't know how to shoot backspin, but I feel like that is myth busted. It's just easier to throw it. ChatGPT states it is easier to make a 3-pointer if you put a whole bunch of arc on it than if you were to just throw it at the hoop. Let's test it out. All right, starting with no arc. Now, I used to shoot like this, so this is gonna be pretty natural for me. That was a pretty line drive shot and it just bounced right out of the hoop. So this one actually could be true. Now I'm gonna try just a normal shot. Contrary to popular belief, I don't make every shot, and I know it's a common miscommunication. Wait, that doesn't make sense. But that felt natural. Now let's try a whole bunch of arc. Now this is how Steph Curry shoots. Ooh, wait, I know I airballed that, but I liked it. All right, high arc. That one was closer. I feel like it takes so much more power to shoot the ball like that, but unless you have a really tall defender like Victor Wet Bananas, just shoot the ball normally. Myth busted. For the next one, ChatGPT states if you could dunk a normal ball on a 9-foot hoop, you could dunk a tennis ball on a 10-foot hoop. And for those of you who don't know, dunking tennis balls is actually how you learn to dunk the ball, so I could be the next Victor Wembanyama. Only need 2 feet on my height. Next life hack is if you shoot the ball off the power line, it goes in. Myth confirmed. I didn't mean to do that. That was pretty cool. As you can see, the hoop, oh, you can't see that. As you can see, the hoop is at 9 feet and we're gonna dunk on it now. All right, here we go. 9 foot in the jeans. Let's see if I can dunk. Ow! I have found something better than a tennis ball. A mini basketball. Okay, are we counting that? I don't think so, but well, I've come to the sad conclusion. I can't dunk. That's sad. So, myth busted. I don't know. If I trained hard enough, I'd probably be myth passed. So this is a myth maybe. According to ChatGPT, if you throw this ball anywhere in that square on the backboard, it is a guaranteed make. This one could be true, you know. So let's test it out. All right, we're gonna be doing 5 shots from various spots on the backboard. Starting off with shot number 1. That was a make. Shot 2. That hit the backboard and I missed. That could have been a malfunction, but I think that's myth busted already. But I'm gonna finish shooting the 5 shots anyway. Shot number 3. Okay, I didn't hit the square on that one. Maybe I just can't shoot left-handed. Oh. Okay, shot 3 was a make. Oh, that might have changed my mind. Shot 4. Okay, obvious. And then shot 5. Shot 5. I don't know. I feel like this is another myth maybe. No, I feel like that's myth confirmed. That's where your coach is going to tell you to shoot if you've never shot a basketball before. And I feel like that's myth confirmed. On to the next one. According to ChatGPT, if you shoot behind the backboard with your eyes closed and just envision it's a free throw, you're going to make it in. So let's try one with eyes open and one with eyes closed. All right, first with eyes open. Yep, that's about how I expected it to go. Okay, not very good at making these, but now, eyes closed. I'm just gonna pretend it's a free throw. Wait, that was better. All right, let's try this again, because I have faith in this one. Oh, yo, that bounced like 7 million times. I feel like that felt a lot better. I think that's misconfirmed. For this next one, ChatGPT says it is easier to shoot the ball right after you pick up a dribble than it is just standing here. Which, I don't know, this one's actually gonna be pretty interesting. Basically, we're just testing catch and shoots right now. All right, we're gonna start off shooting like a still stand. No moving, just shooting the ball. I'm gonna edit that out. Here we go again. While you're... Okay, that was a pretty bad shot. All right, now let's test picking up a dribble and shooting the ball. All right, here we go. Okay, like that was a terrible jump shot and it still almost went in. So we're gonna test that one again. I'm gonna test this one just like a catch and shoot. All right, here we go. Oh my God. You know what they called me back in high school? Jason Tatum. I don't know, I feel like that one actually, I don't know, it could go either way. So, myth confirmed and busted at the same time. So, according to ChatGPT, if you spin the ball on your finger before you shoot the ball, it makes it easier to shoot. This one is already so fake, I could tell you, but we're gonna try it anyways for science. All right, here we go. We're gonna do a normal shot, obviously. Okay, I made it, good to know. All right, I made it on a normal shot, so it felt pretty normal to me. Now let's try it spinning on the finger. Wait, I know I missed that, but it kind of felt good. I also shot that off of one foot. Nope, I don't know what I was thinking. This is myth busted. ChatGPT states, if you flick your wrist extra hard while shooting, the ball will self-correct and go in the hoop. Because this thing has a mind of its own. We're on to something here, ChatGPT. We really are. On to nothing. All right, here we go. So we know the drill, normal shot. Wrist extra hard. Oh my God. This is the stupidest life hack I've ever tested in my entire career. Definitely had some more spin, but I don't know. I didn't like how that felt. I'm gonna say personally for me, that's myth. I'm gonna say that's myth busted.